Hello, students. As I said in class today, a lot of these 5.6 notes you're going to be working through yourself. So I'm just going to give you a few hints about them as you're working through them. So first hint, read everything that's there. So this section about observing periodic behavior. And periodic behavior, the general definition is that it's a phenomenon that repeats over time. So seasonal variations in climate, that would be that you have that it gets hot, then cold, then hot again, so on and so forth. Number of daylight hours. So right now we're in the point where we're getting more daylight, but then we get less daylight, more daylight, less daylight. And tides, the water goes in, the water comes out, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to think about a Ferris wheel, and rotates at a constant speed, 6 seconds per revolution. So 6 seconds to go all the way around. That's actually, I think, kind of fast. Ferris wheel is 10 meters in radius. So we've got our, radius, which will be consistent all the way around. And then it's 2 meters off the ground over there. And we've got a red light that's on the outside. And so it's going to be going around as the Ferris wheel spins. And counterclockwise, spinning around this way. So now imagine that you're looking from the front of the Ferris wheel. So you're standing here looking at it. What does the path look like as the light goes around? So go ahead and think about that, answer that. Then question 2 wants you to think about if you're standing over here. Yeah, so in question 2, you've got a person standing here looking at it this way. And so they're watching as the light is spinning around. What are they seeing? And you're sketching what you think that looks like. In question 4, you're looking down on the Ferris wheel, so you're standing above it, looking, or floating above it, as it were. Looking down, what does it look like the light is doing from that perspective? You're going to graph that here. Position of the light from the center line. So we've got our center line drawn in here. Okay, and here's the actual height of the light above the ground over time. So down here are the definitions of all of these things. So period is the length between one repetition or cycle. So you're trying to think about the information that was given for the Ferris wheel, determine what the period is for this. The maximum point, what's the highest point that the light reaches? Minimum point that the light reaches. So the bottom of the trough is the valleys, crests are the peaks. Principal axis. So your principal axis, I'm going to highlight this in blue. Halfway between the max and min. So here is our principal axis. So that's going to be an equation. And that equation is going to be y equals, because it's a horizontal line. Amplitude, distance between maximum or minimum and the principal axis. So I'll label this in green. Amplitude is this distance from maximum to the principal axis, or this distance, either one. So distance between max or min and principal axis. So figure out what each of those are based on the original Ferris wheel data you were given. And then for question 2, think about this data, plot it, sketch it, draw a scatter plot, and determine whether or not it's periodic. And that's it. Don't study too much for your quiz, and I'll see you on Monday.